For generations, humans have been selectively breeding your ancestors, choosing the most aggressive bulls and the strongest cows, manipulating bloodlines to create the perfect fighting machine. You're the product of centuries of genetic engineering, your DNA carefully crafted to maximize traits no peaceful grazing animal would naturally need: aggression, pain tolerance, muscle mass, and a hair-trigger response to movement. Your first sensation is your mother's rough tongue cleaning you. The humans watch from a distance, but they're not simply admiring a newborn calf. They're assessing an investment. They measure your leg structure, examine your shoulder width, even check the early formation of your horn buds. Everything about you is documented, quantified, evaluated. Unlike calves bred for meat or dairy, you receive premium nutrition from the start. Special milk formulas enriched with proteins and minerals designed to accelerate muscle development and bone density. The humans weigh you weekly, tracking your growth with obsessive precision. They're not raising a farm animal, they're crafting a weapon. Your early days are deceptively simple. Drink milk, sleep in patches of sunshine, and play fight with other calves when the energy strikes you. Each time you charge or push another calf, you're rewarded with treats and rest. The message is subtle but clear. Aggression brings relief. Submission brings torment. By 6 months, you're already larger than most calves your age. The humans have moved you to a separate field with only a few other bull calves who match your size and temperament. Your mother's mournful calls fade into distant memory as you adapt to your new companions. This separation is no accident. It creates psychological stress that will later manifest as aggression, forcing you into premature independence. The fields are lush, the food plentiful. Your diet shifts to a specialized mix designed to build mass while keeping you agile, perfect for explosive bursts of aggression in the arena. They're building you up, though you don't know why. Occasionally, the humans enter your field with strange devices, wooden frames that mimic the shape of another bull's head. They encourage you to charge these contraptions, rewarding your aggression with treats. Something about the movement of these fake heads triggers a response in you, a desire to establish dominance, to prove your strength. The humans smile when you demolish their wooden bulls. You're becoming exactly what they want. Bulls that don't show adequate aggression mysteriously disappear from the pasture. You never learn their fate, slaughtered without ceremony, their genetics deemed unworthy of the arena. The selective pressure continues even after birth. 2 years pass in this routine of eating, growing, and practicing against their training equipment. Your handlers begin limiting your interactions with other bulls, keeping you in smaller groups or sometimes complete isolation. This calculated loneliness heightens your territorial instincts and frustration levels. One day, they bring something new to your field, a mirror. Large and sturdy, it reflects your image back at you. The bull in the glass stares you down, matching your every move. Rage builds inside you as this intruder challenges you without backing down. You charge, shattering the mirror into 1,000 glittering pieces. The humans cheer. You've passed another test, though you don't understand its purpose. Your handlers no longer enter your enclosure without protection. They've created something dangerous, and they know it. Weeks pass in this maddening isolation. Then one day the humans come with prods and shouts, forcing you down a narrow corridor. It opens into a larger circular arena with high walls and rows of humans watching from above. Their noise is deafening. Whistles, shouts, music blaring from speakers. The sensory overload makes you freeze momentarily, confused and disoriented. Final preparations begin. Handlers rub irritants into your eyes and nostrils. They may attach painful devices to sensitive areas that spectators can't see, creating constant discomfort that will read as spirited to the crowd. Some even insert sharp objects beneath your hide that will cause pain with every movement. On the opposite side of the arena, another gate opens. A bull emerges, one you've never seen before but who looks remarkably like you. He's massive, his horns gleaming in the sunlight, his eyes wild with the same confusion and fear you feel. Before you can process this new development, something stings your flank. A sharp jab from a prod. Another hits your haunches. The humans are driving you toward the center of the arena, toward the other bull. They've done the same to him. You can see the anger in his stance, the way his head lowers as he's forced forward. Neither of you wants this confrontation, but the humans give you no choice. More prods, more pain, then something worse. They throw small objects that burst into stinging clouds when they hit your hide. The burning sensation drives you mad with pain. Across the arena, your opponent bellows in rage as they do the same to him. In your shared agony and confusion, you both do what centuries of breeding have programmed you to do. You charge. The impact when you collide is tremendous. Your skulls crash together with a sound that echoes throughout the arena. The crowd roars its approval. For a moment, you're both dazed, but instinct quickly takes over. You back up, paw at the ground and charge again. This time, your horns clash and scrape against each other as you both try to gain advantage. Minutes stretch into what feels like eternity. Every time you try to withdraw, to catch your breath, the humans are there with their prods and stinging objects, forcing you back into combat. What looks like relentless aggression to spectators is actually two animals desperately responding to torment. Your opponent has managed to gouge your shoulder, and hot blood runs down your leg. You've landed blows too. His flank is torn open, revealing muscle beneath the hide. The crowd's cheers intensify with each drop of blood. They've placed bets on which of you will fall first, which of you will die in this makeshift coliseum. They don't see two exhausted animals forced into combat. They see entertainment, tradition, sport. 20 minutes in, and both of you are catastrophically injured. One of your horns has snapped halfway down, leaving a jagged weapon that's no less deadly. Your opponent's left front leg seems damaged. He favors it, stumbling slightly when he puts weight on it. Your breathing comes in ragged gasps, your mouth foaming with exertion. There's a piercing pain in your side where you suspect a rib has cracked, and each breath feels like fire in your lungs. But the primitive part of your brain, the part they've spent years nurturing with their selective breeding and training, won't let you stop. You charge again, summoning the last reserves of your strength. Your broken horn catches your opponent under his shoulder, driving deep. He bellows in pain, a sound so raw and desperate it momentarily cuts through your battle haze. His eyes meet yours, and for a second there's something like recognition there, two victims of the same cruel system. He collapses, first to his knees, then onto his side. The crowd erupts, some cheering your apparent victory, others cursing as they lose their bets. But there's no triumph in you, only exhaustion and pain. You stand over your fallen opponent, swaying on your feet, blood dripping from dozens of wounds. The humans are already entering the arena, approaching carefully with ropes and more prods. They think you've won, that you'll be led back to your pen to recover for the next fight. But they've miscalculated how much damage you've sustained. As they come closer, your legs finally surrender. You crash to the ground just feet away from your opponent. His sides still heave with shallow breaths, but his eyes are glazing over. You're not far behind. The crowd's reaction shifts from excitement to confusion, then disappointment. Two bulls down means no clear winner, no satisfying conclusion to their spectacle. The last thing you hear is the angry murmur of the crowd as they realize neither bull will rise again.
Give it back to me!
Some demand refunds. Others argue about technical points of who fell first. Not one voice rises in concern for the two dying animals in the center of the arena. As consciousness fades, your thoughts aren't of victory or defeat. They're simpler, memories of green fields, your mother's warmth, the taste of fresh clover. Things that were real before they turned you into something you were never meant to be. Both bodies will be dragged from the arena by tractors, loaded onto trucks, and taken to a slaughterhouse where your meat will be processed and sold to local restaurants, bars, and hotel kitchens. Your skin will become leather goods, your skull and horns mounted on walls as displays in homes and businesses, and your bones crafted into ornaments, like knife handles, combs, and shirt buttons. Your hooves could become ashtrays or paperweights. Every piece of you is stripped bare, nothing wasted, each fragment turned to profit, a final cruel gain carved from your silent suffering. Back at the ranch where you were born, a new calf takes his first wobbly steps, observed by humans who nod approvingly at his strong build. The cycle starts again, a tradition that values spectacle over compassion, cultural heritage over acknowledging that even animals bred for fighting feel pain. And in those final moments, a deep, profound betrayal by the species that created them solely to watch them die. What animal suffering would you like us to cover in our next video? Email us or comment below. Thank you.